here they come. Alan Bunting's Black Ferns, they've been here a week, shaking off the jet lag and putting the hard yards in on the training field. And, of course, having tea with the King at Buckingham Palace. Well, more than having tea, they went full-on into that hug. Some great pictures from that visit midweek. But, well, don't expect any bowing or curtsying over the next 80 minutes. This will be a full-throated affair. Emily Scarrett loses the ball, but backwards in the tackle on her 113th cap. Her 100th start for England. Just 2 red roses in front of her with that honour. Just the 5th England player overall. Oh, now turnover ball that might just allow Letty Inger to get going down the touchline. And this is what Letty Inger can do. All the strength to get past 2, but what a chase back from Jeff Breach. England are going to get the penalty. And Letty Inger must have thought she was away. And the crowd at Allianz Stadium are cheering the defensive effort of Jeff Breach. New Zealand all stepping out on the tackle. Back in field. This is super counter-attack play. It's Dement. England putting in the tackles on Brunt. Away it comes again for Ponsonby. No score yet in this test match. Already proving to be a thriller. Joseph, she's looking cross-field for Letty Inger here. That's brilliant vision from the scrum half. And the winger looks to go inside and out on Ellie Kildunn. But Kildunn dislodges the ball and Breach finds Aitchison. But before the clearance kick will be made, it's going to be the knock-on advantage.
England get tight at the breakdown, and the little crossfield kick that we're seeing from Joseph. Such an inexperienced player. She's been pulling England around.
Aitchison, not much time on it, then finds Allcroft. Allcroft gets the offload away. Sarah Byrne rampaging up the middle. How used to seeing that at Red Roses fans. Hunt with a little dink over the top, sensing nobody was at home. It's a pinpoint kick from Natasha Hunt, which puts England exactly where they want to be.
Brilliant initial break from Zoe Allcroft and Sarah Byrne right on the shoulder. Just look how flat England are playing, so a slight adjustment from defence. And you're going to get in behind.
Abby Ward. England ready to just maul this one. And they're getting decent progress on it as well. Up towards the line. Over the line. And the try is scored. Well, they used to be a team that mauled and mauled and mauled. They've certainly shown in the last couple of years that they've got more in their armoury. But as Marley Packer comes up as the last player on the floor, none of the England fans around this stadium are going to mind a maul try right now.
Absolutely not. And you've just got to give credit where it's due. This is the first entry into the New Zealand 22, and they absolutely execute. The Black Ferns will be well aware of the dominance of their driving maul.
Hunt looking to just get this from Packer and on to Matthews, the 3 players who last faced New Zealand here combining, and it's Kildunn back in for Breach, who couldn't quite hold it. It went backwards. Have England managed to get a grounding? New Zealand are continuing to play, and play they do. Out from under the posts comes Brunt. Then it comes back in field. It's all a little flat-footed, but will now be cleared downfield. England are appealing that Amy Barrett-Duron needs to check whether there was a score there, but in the meantime, Aitchison will play from the halfway line again with Kildunn. Hunt to Scarrett. Scarrett on for Marley Packer. Packer steps out of that tackle from Kalunivali. Hurd was calling for it as first receiver just on that outside, and then Abby Ward missed last week. Put the Bristol second row back into the thick of things. Beautiful wind-up and pass. And inside, outside from Abby Dow. And Dow streaks into the corner. It's vintage Abby Dow. You cannot take your eyes
lovely piece of play we've just experienced there. For all money, you thought that England were going to be over with Eddie Kildan and Jess Breach. It was immense defensive effort there to get the ball back, but the recycling of the ball, this ball from Tatiana Hurd gets double involvement, works round on the short side. New Zealand too slow to fold numbers round. A simple catch and pass, give nice and flat to Abby Dow, and then it's a one-on-one. Abby Dow is one of the toughest competitors to be able to take down. And she gets the upper hand of her opposite number of Vaha Kolo.
Bristol Bears, Abby Ward brings it down. England happy to maul this again as they go in search of a third try. Natasha Hunt is there because the Black Ferns have stopped the momentum, so now the backs will have a run. It's Hurd for Aitchison, then Breach, a gap through the middle for Ellie Kildan to find a way through. Has she grounded the ball on the white line? She's certainly reached to have a go. Just need to find the play button. There we go. She's allowed to stretch the arm out. Oh, that looks good. Try scored. Ellie Kildan. Well, England led 19-0 in WXV1 in their match against the Black Ferns last November. And they've got the potential to go in at half-time. 2 points off that scoreline. Roos on the run around. Oh, this might work nicely. Letty Eager swatting them away. Zoe Allcroft has gone in a little high there. And I think the arm that slipped up to the neck on the slightly diminutive Letty Eager, it is going to be enough to see Zoe Allcroft given the yellow card. We know what the Red Roses do when they're in this area of the field. They know how to sniff their way to that white line. Mackenzie Carson. Another one of the Gloucester. Up he goes. Natasha Hunt goes for the line. Oh, what an effort. Breakthrough made at the start of the second half with less than 2 minutes on the clock. And what will that do to New Zealand's belief?
I suspect that in the changing room, John Mitchell was probably asking of his team to be a bit more direct in this start of the second half.
It's Ellie Kildan being allowed to make more of those metres. There's England's fullback. Carson, the dummy runner. Aitchison had to make a 25-metre pass in order to find the rest of the back line that were providing the width. Sits up nicely for Holmes. Holmes dummies the kick and then finds Vaha Kolo. Uses the left boot to just send it over the head of Emily Scarra, but it's just bubbled up instead for to men. And Vaha Kolo has the chance to get going against Holly Aitchison. It's going to be the first score of the game for New Zealand. Caitlin Vaha Kolo. A 14th try for the Black Ferns. And well-deserved. Intelligent chip over and on hand to finish. Black Ferns off the mark.
Yeah, great to see Vaha Kolo. Great work from Holmes there. Recognised that Abby Dow was flying up. Little crossfield kick, and this is what it's all about. It's the chase, it's the follow-up from Demand there. Work rate is always top of her agenda within this team. And then following up that support line. Vaha Kolo, so rapid and has got such the strength to break through the contact area.
Talola here. That's quick ball, that's nice. Through King and Holmes and Tui. Finding room on the right side. Just thundering in. Not quite able to get there as the English defence holds up, but a good central position this. Dement is there at first receiver, floating it across for Roos. Kate Henwood was on an inside line, but wasn't going to be used. Dement well driven back, but it's the England 22, and Tui plays it on. Vaha Kolo is going to get the chance to get in for New Zealand's second and her own second. Simple tip on from Tui, and Vaiakolo with the brace.
When you talk about impact from the bench, Ruby Tui involved on both sides of the pitch there, releasing the wingers on the outside.
I think it was 1-0 Abby Dow earlier. I think it's 2-1 Kaylin Vaiakolo now, isn't it? Fascinating battle on the wings, and that is a beauty of a conversion from Renee Holmes. Inside the final quarter of the match. A double tackle involving Morwenna Talling. She made 18 tackles in the match last week, joint most for the Red Roses. She also made 12 clear-outs, which was by far the most, but it's the Black Ferns on the run here, and it's Kennedy Tukuafu. Kennedy Simon, as she used to be, having recently married. Amy Rule then taking up the cudgels. Through Roos. England looking to try and compete as New Zealand nearly get isolated. And then it was just a little knock-on. Confirmation, 41,523. It's going to be the goal line dropout. Cook is in the red. The chances for England to stop this. In fact, Amy Barrett-Caron says that will be that. The Black Ferns finding their way a little more in the second half through that brace of tries from Kaylin Vaiakolo. But it's the English Red Roses that have done the job again. But over 40,000 at the Allianz Stadium, enjoying the Red Roses, scoring 4 tries. Packer, Dow, Kildunn and Hunt. To those 2 from Vaiakolo, it finishes at Allianz Stadium. England 24, New Zealand 12. There'll be plenty more between these two sides in the months to come.